Sword Art Online was my first introduction to anime, because frankly, I don't count Pokemon. I was first introduced to it at a friend's sleepover, and at the time, I really liked it. I was 12 at the time, but now that I'm older, I think things more critically, and now, I hate SAO. And I'm gonna tell you why, episode by episode. The first episode is honestly the best episode of the show. There's so much atmosphere in the introduction of the
If I die in the game, I'll die in real life
gimmick. It gives this feeling of survive at all costs and that anyone can die. But it already starts showing its flaws. At the beginning, it says there's 10,000 players, and let's be real, that's a flop. World of Warcraft in its first year had 1 million players. And admittedly, I can't find the launch numbers, but they treat this as a lot bigger of a number. And in this episode, they also introduced two main characters, Kirito and Klein.
The best character in the whole show!
Oh, never mind, he's gone. Episode 2 is about fighting the first raid boss, and in it, everyone has to split into different parties. Except Kirito gets no friends because he's relatable like that. And what's more relatable than getting a hot waifu as a friend? Eventually, at the end of the episode, everyone finds out that Kirito is a beater. Because he's both a beta tester and a cheater. And honestly, it's just an excuse for everyone to be for Kirito to be a lone wolf because all you do is hold him back. But the most important thing that happens in this episode, Kirito gets his edgelord jacket. Hell yes.
Wake me up! Wake me up!
I'm a lone wolf because all you do is hold me back. Anyway, let's get this waifu to join my new harem. Everyone's dead.
Alright, it's because you look like my little sister.
Excuse me, what?
Is it because they both want to him? Also, Kirito's now so strong he can out-auto heal against 5 attacking players. Guess he just got that strong off screen. Needs to see the main character progress anyway. That's lame. Oh hey Asuna, you've been missing for the past 2 episodes. What have you been up to? Welp, guess we found our main love interest. Also, random murder mystery that really isn't important. Oh, this murder story is a 2-parter? Okay, I guess. Yay, new harem girl. Also, Kirito's kind of a dick.
Dear Kirito, please come to the castle. I've baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Asuna.
So anyway, this episode is basically a Mario plot where Kirito has to save the princess from the Catholic Church. So now Kirito gets the unique ability to hold 2 swords. And how did he get this broken ability that only he can use?
I was scrolling through my skill menu, and it was just there, dual wielding.
Needs to see the main character progress anyway. That's lame.
Prize! Buttsecks!
So Kirito gets his beat by Heathcliff, and now has to join the Catholic Church and went from this to this. And honestly, this ain't a bad episode. But then this happens.
Don't look. Not yet, anyway.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
So they're really trying to make us believe that Kirito and Asuna love each other. I know it's been about 2 years from episode 1, but come on, it doesn't feel like 2 years. It feels like one afternoon because you had a stupid YouTube idea. Also, to further brainwash us into believing they love each other, they give them a child. They can seem like a loving family and avoid the question whether or not they can fuck an SAO. So turns out they're little lollies in AI and is now dead. But Kirito says, nah bro, and puts her on a little flash drive in the span of like 5 seconds. Every good game has a fishing minigame. So everyone went and defeated a big boy boss. And Kirito uses his big brain to realize that
Hold it!
and he just goes, yeah, good job Kirito, you figured it out. And he says if he can defeat him, they can cheat the original goal of the series and skip to the ending, I guess. And now it's time to fight the final boss. It will surely be the most epic fight yet. Oh, Asuna died. Oh god, he killed Kirito. Psych! Bitch, you fought. Kirito fucking revived himself, breaking the rules of the game and reality just because he really wanted to. Oh, and Asuna is alive, I guess. We're talking to Kayaba, and they just asked why. Why did he do this?
I've forgotten the reason.
Yeah, he's just like, I really wanted to do it, you know? So yeah, the game's over, and Kirito wakes up real horny and whatever. So yeah, Valedictory Online. It wasn't awful, yes. But it rushed over its plot and skipped over the idea of being trapped inside a video game. And ended up with a lot of isekai bull, making Kirito pretty boring overall. But hey, at least it was pretty short. So yeah, that was my first major YouTube video. I'm honestly pretty proud of it. Oh wait, there's more? Well, there can't be that much. I mean, the season's over, right? Wait, 11 more episodes?
What the hell is this?
Okay, let me be honest. When I first watched the show, I was even surprised that these episodes even existed. And I have never liked these episodes. So let's just get this over with. So Asuna and like 300 other people are still in cryo sleep. And this pedophile is going to marry her. Broken up on how weak he is in reality, Kirito has to pull himself together and find his strength in the real world. Oh, never mind, Asuna's in another game. Time to go to Fairyland! Also, Kirito's little lolly flash drive works here somehow. So Kirito meets this girl named Lifa and she is all like,
Ooh! Looking cool, Joker!
blah blah blah. Lifa leaves her party. And she rants about how she hates VR games for obvious reasons. But still plays them because, I don't know, they're fun I guess. Salamanders and every gamer that chooses the character that's red or has something to do with fire are assholes. And that's why I choose red in Among Us. Race War! Also, Kirito just beats the best player kinda randomly. Just shows up and says, show me your leader. They barely even hyped him up, they just said,
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000? There's no way that can be right!
And killed him immediately. Also some new harem girls. Tentacle hentai and incest. Best episode by far. Anyway, it's time to save Kirito's wife. He kills some difficult enemies and then eventually dies. But no, he gets revived because he can't get an in-game punishment.
Incest, it's the best.
But incest plotline is finally solved. Kinda. So they try to save Kirito's wife again, but this time the harem girls come to help. So they finally find Asuna, then the pedophile shows up and goes, then rapes Asuna. Then Kayaba shows up and goes, Kirito, you must save the queen. And then he fucking logs on to Kayaba's account and goes, you hurt the queen, so I shall kill you. Like the simp he is. Then Kayaba's ghost or something shows up and gives him an egg, then leaves. Anyway, the pedophile shows up and it's like, 1v1 me IRL, virgin! And Kirito's like, Okay. Then Kirito and Asuna kiss or whatever. Oh yeah, and all the harem girls still wanna fuck Kirito for some reason. So Kayaba's seed is basically VR RPG Maker. So people can make all the hentai games they want. And Kirito also brings back SAO and everyone's acting like that's a good thing for some reason. Like, I'm pretty sure people will distance the hell out of that. Well, I guess PTSD isn't a thing in this universe. When you rewatch a show, a movie, or replay a game, you usually have some kind of expectations for it. Sometimes positive, sometimes negative. I had a very neutral feeling about rewatching SAO. I remembered the plot fairly well. In fact, I could probably have done this without even rewatching the show. And after rewatching it, I didn't really feel anything. It wasn't that exciting. The majority of the fights is just a cool camera angle and Kirito going. The idea of being trapped in a game is expressed with the bare minimum of ideas. And sometimes it barely even felt like they were in a video game. But that's not what SAO was made for. It's a isekai power fantasy for people who want to believe that their in-game skills translate into real life. It makes all the female characters' story revolve around Kirito. All the male characters are either villains or irrelevant. By doing this, it creates a world that revolves around Kirito where he doesn't have to struggle. And every time he does struggle, he's perfectly fine seconds later. And it makes Kirito way too powerful. So powerful, in fact, he crashed my computer. No one has done anything important except Kirito. Kirito is everything. Kirito's life. Kirito's death. Kirito is God.